What's up, dudes? It's my birthday today, and since the striper season started, I thought I'd clean up some of my lures and do like a little video on what I want to do with my lures for this season. A lot of my treble hooks got really busted up because I leave them in this box when I go on my boat, and I guess when I'm dealing with a lot of bad weather and waves and stuff like that, salt water gets into the box and it corrodes whatever's in there, like my freshwater lures, because sometimes I use my freshwater lures for salt water. Like if you see this Rapala subwalk is one of my favorite lures for stripers. It's a little guy. It's only a subwalk 9, but the hooks are done. Actually, these hooks aren't too bad, so I'm gonna clean it and put it back in a box. But some of my other hooks in here are really bad shape. I'll show you, like these guys. Let me untangle them first. That's another thing I wanted to ask you guys, if you know any tips on how to knot or do something to get your lures so they don't all tangle on one another. I'm pretty sure I can Google a solution for this, but sometimes when you're on fish, this can be a pain in the neck to untangle all of these lures and get them out on the water. Sometimes when you're chasing down stripers, that little bit of downtime switching out lures, they'll pass you by. But look how beat up this X-Wrap is. Look at it's not really beat up body wise, but the hooks are done. I know if I catch a nasty bluefish on this, these hooks aren't gonna last, so I'm gonna pop them all out and I'm going to replace them with this. Let me show you. Sorry, my tenants upstairs are so noisy. So now Rapala's making these extra long distance lures, these X-Wraps with these hooks on them. These are VMC hooks. I'm gonna find out what kind of hook this is. Sorry, it just looks like a standard hook, but I'm gonna go to it looks like an octopus hook actually. Anyway, I'm going to go to Dick's Sporting Goods and see if I can find this exact hook. Not that size, but something similar. And I'm gonna run those hooks on these little guys. And when I do that, I should, number one, probably get more hookups, because sometimes these treble hooks, they do more damage than anything else. They hurt the fish, number one, and I don't keep my fish, put them all back. But sometimes I'll foul hook them, or when I'm reeling them in, these little treble hooks are usually bent back, especially these guys, these smaller ones, because they're smaller lures, so they're probably made for smaller fish. But if you get a good size cocktail blue on this little lure here, on this little guy, those little treble hooks aren't gonna last. So I'm gonna clean these up, put them all back in my box. I'm using like some Windex, cleaning up the lures, putting them back in a box, and then I'm gonna find those hooks. And slowly but surely, every time I go out, I'm not gonna take this box with me anymore on the boat. What the hell are they doing up there? I'm gonna clean it up one time really good, the box, and then I'm going to just take a regular Plano plastic box, like one of these guys. I have another one of these, but much bigger. It's probably about this big and that tall. Loaded up with the lures that I'm going to use on the boat. And typically, I throw only 3 types of lures when I'm on there. But yeah, that's the plan. So I thought I'd do a little video about that. I went fishing today, surf casting, at Atlantic Beach. I didn't get anything today. It's March 26th, my birthday. I try to fish every day on my birthday. Didn't get anything. It's pretty bad out there. Wind-wise, it was cold. The water was only 40 degrees, so I don't expect any bass, striped bass coming in until that water gets up to 45. But yeah, thought I'd do a little video for you guys on your thoughts about the Rapala X-Rap, the small X-Raps, and changing those lures into those octopus hooks that I showed you. I think they're octopus hooks. They could be some other type of hook, but if you guys could tell me what they are, I'd appreciate it. Once again, this is Chris. Well, actually, I didn't even introduce myself. This is Chris, guided by Lee, from Queens, New York. Like my videos, even though they have no substance yet. When I start getting on the fish this season, I'm gonna have some pretty nice videos. So stay tuned. If anything of interest comes up, I'll pull it up on my next video. But oh, actually, you know what? Maybe one of you guys can tell me, what do you do with your old Spro jigs? Like, look at this jig. This jig got beat up, man. This jig got beat up from bluefish and stripers. I'm thinking of just burning off the rest of this hair and somehow doing something with this hook, even though this hook's pretty beat up, man. Like, the rust is chewing away at that hook, so I don't even know if it's worth going through the hassle. But I wanted to know what you guys did with your beat up jigs, and how you prevent them from getting all corroded, like some of my jigs are. But anyway, yeah, leave comments, like it, subscribe, and I'll touch base with you guys as soon as I start getting on the water. Boat's not in the water yet. I just ordered a Lowrance fish finder. Should be here on Tuesday. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna put that on, and yeah, checking out this Rapala Rip and Wrap 6. This is really good for schoolies. They love this little thing. It's small. I upgraded the hooks, which it affects the swimming a little bit, but I might put one of those S hooks on here and see how it swims. But this is a nasty little lure for small schoolies. Like, really, literally every time I would cast this lure, I'd catch a fish. I'd get a striper on it. Not a big one, you know, small guys, but really good lure. Check it out by Rapala. Even looks like a little bunker, a little bit beat up if you look at it closely. Anyway, alright guys, thanks, subscribe, leave comments, appreciate it. Sorry about the noise, bye.